Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Friday Food for Thought. Today I want to talk about one of Brian Tracy's recent books. It's called No Excuses. And I love Brian Tracy's work. And if you're not familiar with him, please do check him out. What he says is most people think that success actually comes from either good luck or just an enormous talent, but many successful people achieve great wins and success through a simpler way called self-discipline. And Brian Tracy actually talks about how he knows this firsthand. And I learned something about him that I didn't know before. He says that he didn't graduate high school. And after working a few years as a laborer, he realized that he had very limited skills, and that limited his future. But through self-discipline, and that's where he found the power of self-discipline, it changed his life. He became a very successful salesperson and successful in marketing, investing, and management consulting. He has written dozens of books and he speaks around the world. So again, if you're not familiar with him, please familiarize yourself with him because he's an amazing person. And this particular book, No Excuses, he included a quote from Mark Twain. The quote goes like this: "There are 1,000 excuses for failure, but never a good reason." So let me see a show of hands. How many of you would like to increase your income, or maybe you'd like to lose weight, or you would like to get out of debt? And, I see a lot of virtual hands going up out there. And what Brian Tracy says is that more than likely, you know how to get started to make this happen. However, what happens to us is we take a bit of a detour. We go to someday aisle. That's when you hear yourself say, someday I'll improve my skills so that I can earn more money. Someday I'll implement a healthy lifestyle. Someday I'll start exercising. Someday I'll get my finances under control and get out of debt. Someday I'll, someday I'll, someday I'll. So for those who find themselves on someday I'll, who do you think they're surrounded by? Yep, they're surrounded by others who have bought in to the someday I'll lifestyle. And what do you think the topic of discussion is? It's excuses. They swap excuses. They compare excuses. They find that they have excuses in common, which is empowering to them. In fact, they have all been infected with the excusitis disease, which is absolutely fatal to success. So if you find yourself on someday aisle, the first thing you want to do is vote yourself off that island. So if you can relate to anything that I've said today, I would recommend that you check out Brian Tracy's book, No Excuses, to discover the antidote to excusitis. So until next time, find your way off of that someday aisle.